everyone. It's a late live, just a little live. How are you doing? Just doing an update, really. I haven't been doing any YouTube in the last week. I've had a bit of a major problem at my house with a water leak, and still haven't fixed it now. It's been a nightmare. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be fixed. I've found where the leak is. I had tried to do it earlier, but I needed some parts. So I'll buy them tomorrow morning and then hopefully I'll get it fixed tomorrow. Hello Roger. Hello Angry Velo Graham. How you doing? Thanks for coming on. Hello Pop. Hello Steve H. Everyone's still up. Blimey, I thought everyone would be in bed by now. 11:30 live. So how are you guys? So it's been very, very stressful the last, well, over a week now. It'll be 2 weeks this Thursday, this leak. Christ. Never known anything like it. So I might try and do a little video of what I've done tomorrow if I get it, and then filming me finally fixing it. So that will be something different to watch, won't it? It's turned my house upside down now. It's made it a right mess. There's stuff. I've had to disassemble stuff and have the kitchen floor up and take kitchen units out and dig holes up in the front of my garden and then dig up the side, and oh dear, dust. There's dust, and then there's water, then there's no water. Ugh. Hello Adrian Nunu. So how's everyone? Have you had a good weekend? Has the weather been good where you are? It's been good in the Sussex. It's been good in Sussex. Hello Michael Arthur. Pink Candy, hello. So have you been to Skegness, haven't you? Boff. I saw one of your videos the other day. I think, I can't remember what it was now. What was you doing? Don't know, you was doing something on a machine or something. You need to move your phone. What do you mean, move my phone? Guys, don't be mean. Germany is raining. Well, it's going to rain in England tomorrow. About 10 o'clock. So I need to get up early tomorrow and go to this shop to buy the part. I need to buy some pipe. And I'm going to try and get back and finish off the job before it starts raining. So we'll have to wait and see if that happens or not. No, me, I'll oversleep and have to do it in the rain. Hello, Kirsty. Yes, I'm on portrait mode. When it's on your phone, it fills the whole screen. If you're watching it on a TV, it's only part of the screen. Hello, Angry Velo. You've just come back from Tenerife earlier than expected, as I did not enjoy working in Tenerife. Love holidays, but not working. What was you doing in Tenerife to work? Let's move all to Spain. Rain doesn't matter because you're going to get wet anyway. Is that because you're charging your phone? Well, yeah, I am actually charging my phone, yes. But I can charge it sideways. Where am I from? I'm from Sussex, Brighton Eastbourne. Hello from North Korea, Felix P. F-95. What part of... Oh, you're from North Korea, blimey. Is that legal? Surely you're not allowed to go on the internet, are you, in North Korea? Good old Sussex by the sea. Chris, you have game birds there. Game fowl? Where was your leak? It was coming from under the kitchen floorboards on the side of the house at the back. And I traced the fault. I think it was last week I found the fault after nearly a week looking for it. But it's taken me another week to try and bloody find where the pipe is. It's not easy, I tell you. You have to... I misjudged it. I thought it was between a chimney and the door, and it wasn't. It was under the door. So I dug one hole, and that was a waste of time. I didn't have the right drill. Anyway, I got the right hole in the end, and I got the right drill, and I've done all that today, and I nearly finished it today, but my pipe, the pipe I was putting in, it was literally about 3 inches too short. So I'm going to go and buy a 3-metre pipe tomorrow. Probably only need a metre, and then hopefully it'll all be up and running. Where are you from, Chris? Kirsty says. Oh, I work in North Korea. You are fine when the country invites you. You are fine when the country invites you. Angry Velo, what did you say? I can work from home. However, working from home in Tenerife is quite depressing. Everyone else is on holiday and you are tired and working instead of enjoying yourself. I have been to Eastbourne. Okay. It's a bit annoying I've had this water leak because I've devoted all my time. I've literally just shut off from the world and I've concentrated on the leak only. Apart from going to shopping and watching a bit of TV and YouTube. Missed out on a lot of things. I didn't go to the Eastbourne Carnival a week ago. And they've had a fun fair down here. I haven't been to that. That's finished. They had a football game on here apparently. Eastbourne Borough United v Tottenham Hotspur. Celebrities, like old football players of Tottenham. So I missed out on that. I was on speech travel 3 times in Eastbourne. Chamberlain School, loved with the locals. Dave Newbegin, hello. So they seem to have a lot of fun fairs on now, don't they, this time of year? I suppose the kids were off last week, weren't they, half term, so good time for the old fun fairs to be up and running, isn't it? Hello, seagulls. Hello, Daniel Vaswani. Are you actually in that living room? Yes. It's not a fake background today. We're not in the Tupolev today, the TU-154. I'm not sure if it's given me the option today. It doesn't seem to be giving me the option. I wonder why that is. Last week I was in a cockpit. But I was shocked when you said it was fake. Yeah, it was just, you know, like you can have a green background and then what you do, you find a photograph and then that photograph then becomes the background, and it works out where you are, so it cuts out your normal background and puts the photo on the background and then you in front. It's very clever. I'm not sure if it's working now though. There's a button here. Hang on a minute. Let me see what this button does. No, hang on a minute. A 49 short was uploaded. What? Oh. No. No. No, it's not on here today. It's not giving me the option today. Oh well. What's up, boy? Memphis Bleak's World. No, it's AI. I think that's why I did it though, because I've never seen it before. It's not on here now. I wonder why it's not on here. Yeah, it came up, this little box. It's not doing it now. You can do the 30J, the what? Hey? Can you do the 30 V1 guy? No, I can't do that. Am I playing cards tonight? No, not tonight. Just doing a little live, just a little chat. Well, as I said, if I get this leak fixed tomorrow, then that will be a big relief, and then I can start doing YouTube again. I have tried to upload a video 3 times of a retro museum I went to in Bulgaria, but for some reason it won't upload. It keeps crashing around 90%, 80% of the video, and I think it's because the memory of the video, it's so big, it uses up nearly all the phone's memory, so when the phone's memory runs out it crashes when it's uploading. So I think I might have to delete some stuff off my phone, and then when I've got an extra couple of gigabytes it'll then probably work, because I need to offload it because it's getting old now and I don't want it on my phone. That's the problem with a lot of these bloody videos. They fill up all your memory on your phone. You've got to just get rid of them straight away or put them on Google or iCloud or something. How does it know you are in the frame? I don't know. But it was on here the other day and it's not on here today. Unless it's on settings. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with that. I don't know why it's not on here, but I quite liked it. It was quite a good little feature. The reason why he's not in the cockpit today is because he crashed the plane. Remember, guys? Yeah, it was gonna crash, so I bowed out with my parachute. That's it. I heard you had problems with the Irish, mate. What happens there when you, and then in the 80s and 90s, eh? No, I don't know what you're on about there. What's the black above your head? What's the black? The black? It could be dirt. It could be some mud on my face. That's hair. It's growing again. It's a bit weird. I was like bald the other week, wasn't I? When I went to Bulgaria, it started to grow again. Look, it's just growing here, and then it's very thin there, and it's a bit thin on the side still. It's like two little bits of fluff growing on the side of me. Oh dear, you gotta laugh. Oh, that. If you're wondering what that is, that's a back to front sign. It says on air. But it's because the YouTube have decided to reverse the picture. It looks like something else. It looks like Russian writing or something, doesn't it? Because the R's back to front and Ria no. Rio no. Rio no. Ria no. Ria no. Ria no. Oh dear. Chloe Smith, hello. Hello, Dave. Must be the water taking over, yes. It's done me head in. It's been an experience, let's put it that way. I've never had a water leak before in a house. Have you ever had a water leak in your house? If you haven't, you've been lucky. But believe me, when it happens, it's not nice. Just make sure if you're at home when the water leak happens, turn your meter off straight away. So you don't get a flooded out house. And then the next thing you need to know is where is the leak? That's the hardest point. Where is the leak? You know, if you've got a big house or a massive garden, it's going to take a while to find, isn't it? If you're in a little flat or something, a studio flat, it'd be easy. But when you've got land outside your house as well, that's when it's harder to detect. And if you haven't got no diagrams of where all the drainage is and where the utilities are, you can get diagrams apparently that tell you where the water is, where the electric is, where the gas is underground. If you can get hold of all those three things, at least if you ever have a problem with one of those, you know straight away where to go. But in my situation, I didn't have any diagram of where the water's pipes are, the drains or whatever, so I've had to work it all out myself. The only way is to dig up holes and try and find pipes and that. When is the next karaoke live? Michael says. Next karaoke, I don't know, maybe later, sometime this week maybe, hopefully, Michael, yes. Why has it gone all dark on the screen? Right. Well, normally I used to do one Friday or Saturday. I mean, I might do one then, but I might do one in a week. A midweek one, there you go. When Man U wins something. Cheeky bugger. Yes, Man United, well, they didn't win the Europa League, did they? They messed up there. They should have beat Tottenham. That was an easy win for Tottenham, wasn't it, really? Let's be honest. Terrible, terrible result for Man United. Right, let's move my camera up like that. There we go, that's better. So, excuse my t-shirt. It might be a bit dusty and dirty. It's because I haven't changed. On the ceiling, there's nothing on the ceiling. It's white. You got the lamp. The lamp's there, the famous lamp. And then you got the back to front on air sign, because YouTube won't reverse the screen. But when you go on StreamYard, you can turn it round. They need to have a feature where you can flick the screen, don't they? I'm not playing cards tonight, sorry. Higher up in the corner. Higher up in the corner? Oh, those little marks. What, should we zoom in? We got some marks on the wall. That's where I had sellotape holding the LED lights. That thing there, that's the end of a curtain rail. But the end bits come off. The end bits come off. Oh, Betty. Zooming in. You can zoom in on these lives, can't you? Right. Stop being a woolly. Right. Jericho, didn't you have a lot of trouble with the Irish in the 80s and 90s? There used to be trouble in Northern Ireland, didn't there? Years ago. But that's all sort of come to a halt now, isn't it? That was the Maggie Thatcher years, wasn't it? It might be a hook to hang plants. Yes, I live on a boat, DJ Vex says. Cards, John Boy. I had a leak in the living room, had to dig up the concrete floor, then replace a pipe. Oh dear. Was it thick? Was it thick concrete, your floor? Did you get someone to do it, or did you do it yourself? Did you have the right drill? A breaker? Did you have a breaker drill? I was a wally. I should have filmed it. You would have been in hysterics. I was trying to break up the concrete with an electric drill on hammer mode. How stupid is that? I mean, it does break up small concrete, you know, or cement, probably like a couple of inches, 3 inches. But when you've got a big chunk of concrete, like a floor, like about 5-6 inches thick, it's gonna struggle. You know, you can get bits off, but it takes ages and ages and ages and ages and ages to break it up. Whereas if you've got a breaker, you just go and it literally just breaks up in literally anything from 5 seconds to 20 seconds. It just disintegrates into big bits or biggish bits that you can quickly put in a pile. Bit like those diggers, isn't it? Those diggers, when groundsmen or people doing ground workers or people that do driveways and that, like when they did my driveway, they had this digger and it had a big point, a spiky bit, and then they put it into the concrete and it sort of like taps it. It sort of goes up and down really fast, like a and as it's doing that, it's vibrating the concrete, and it's like a little pin, and it slowly works its way in, and then it cracks, makes a crack, and then it gets weaker and weaker because this pin's going deeper and deeper, and then it slowly breaks it up. It's very clever. Very clever, whoever designed that. Very clever how they can do it. Helen Casey, hello. How are you, Helen Casey? Am I singing? Not today. Leave our John ceiling alone. Yeah, that's it. Leave my ceiling alone. Pink has some leaks. What leaks have you got, Pink? Or leeks? Oh, what, as in vegetables? A plumber done it. Plumber done it for us. It was where the builders didn't seal the pipes together when they built the bungalow. They didn't seal the pipes. Oh dear. Dodgy tradesman, eh? How long did it take them to do though, Roger? Did it take them a day or did it take 2 weeks? It's taken me forever. Christ, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that as a full-time business. I'd never get any work. Or I'd have a backlog, wouldn't I? Because I'd be going so slow. Most experts would have fixed my leak in a day or a week max. You know, as soon as you found the leak, that's it, innit? You just dig up the ground and get near it, don't you? But apparently, you need probably needed like a detector really to find where my leak was. Otherwise, it's like trying to find a pin in a haystack, isn't it? How's things going? Yes, they've been a bit stressful lately, Marcus. But with a leak problem. But the worst is over now. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be fixed. Yeah, but DJ Vex, did you not want to see how it does it again? DJ Vex says, I'm a groundsman, breaker. The tool is called a breaker. You want to see how a breaker works again, how I explained it. All right, shall we try and do it again then? Take two. Right, so you get a hammer drill or a demolition drill, a breaker drill. They've got all different names, haven't they, these breaker drills? One's called a jack something. Anyway, it's got a big spike on the end like that. Very pointed, a bit like a pencil. It's a bit like that. But the other way round. So it's pointing down. And then you get your breaker drill with an SDS bit or whatever. And then you turn it on like a normal drill. And you can't quite see it with the human eye because it's going so fast, but it's going like that. It's vibrating up and down really fast, and then it goes into the ground, the concrete, and it's like it's poking itself in the ground. It's trying to split the ground up, and it forces itself down and down and down into it, so you can't see it, and then the ground cracks up like that. It's tearing it apart basically. It's penetrating, and it's going like that, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so it's sort of like, if you imagine it's like that flat, and then it's like that. It becomes like that, and then it's going like that, and then it gets wider. There you go. I know some other things that look like that as well, but we won't go there. A jackhammer is the big one with a petrol compressor. Is that the one where they go like that? Like in the road diggers. Starting to sound a bit weird. Good action. I think I had a go on one years ago. I haven't seen one for a while. Maybe it's because I haven't really looked. But you used to stand up, didn't you? And it was like a... It's like a big vibrator. A shaker. A bone shaker. But now you can just buy these, these little compact... There is one where it's just got a handle on it and you hold it like that. But it's still like a drill, a smaller version. And then they've got like a normal drill where you can have the handle down there or sideways, and you just go like that. Or if you were sideways, like breaking up a concrete wall or something, you just go. How big was the crack? The crack, it depended where I was digging it in. Some cracks got big and some were small. Kango hammer. What the hell are you talking about, Johnny? I just tried. Oh dear, you have to work it out. Oh dear. Why is men on screen? Skip my message for this for please mod. DJ LOL. Hi Georgie. Huge Kirsty. Yes, Pink Roadworks won. I am very impressed. Do they use that one to dig the roads up, or am I completely wrong? Yeah, they must break the roads up really easy, mustn't they, those big ones? I'm not playing games tonight. It's a bit too late and I'm a bit tired and I've got to get up early in the morning. So it's nearly midnight. How long have we been live? Half hour. So I'll probably end this live in the next 10 minutes. It was just a little update to say, you know, why I haven't been doing any YouTubing and haven't uploaded any videos lately and why. So I've told you why. So hopefully, like I said, tomorrow, hopefully I can finally bloody fix my leak. And then I ain't got to worry about it anymore. Well, the next stage is I've got to put all my house back together again and the garden and the side and all that. But I'll just do that gradually. I'm not going to panic and do it all quickly. Kango hammers are used for packing cement into moulds, like making seals for window ledges. And why? Do you have OnlyFans, please? Say thank you. Would you do that? And the one I used on the digger is called a pecker. That's called a pecker, is it? The spike on a digger is called a pecker. I didn't know that. So what Johnny is saying is, would anyone like to hire him for a day? I think it'd take more than a day. Are you good at fixing leaks, John? Well, I've had to learn how to fix a leak. I suppose I've got a bit of experience now, so if anyone had a leak next time, I'd have a rough idea how to find it. I've learnt a few things on the way, you know, how to find the leak and how to do it. But it can be time consuming though. It's, you know, yeah, it depends what your house is like and what the paths are like, and a flat's probably easier to fix than a house. But then saying that, let's say you had a 4-story flat and you lived on the top floor and no one had water, or a couple of flats had water and you didn't, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Or if you had a leak and it was going into someone else's flat, like 1 or 2 floors down or something, that would be a bit of a disaster, wouldn't it? You'd have to be able to get into their properties to check where the pipes are and that. That could take ages, couldn't it, if you couldn't get access? Any lady on here got OnlyFans, please? Jenny Fong says. Mark, hi. Jira 97. I'm a lady. My cocker and ball are sticky. No shower since 2006. Oh dear. You better sort that out then. Can you come fix my pipes, please? Oh dear, you gotta laugh. Can we change the subject? I could become a leak specialist, couldn't I? Shall I become a leak specialist? I think Pink used to have one, Jenny. Oh dear. What are you off to? What are you off to next on John's Travels? Where am I off to next on John's Travels? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a trip to Brighton again. There you go. Go to Brighton for a few days. Chill out in Brighton. I don't know where to go next on my next holiday. Don't know whether to go have one in England or go abroad again. I wouldn't mind going to Scotland this year. Edinburgh. Edinburgh. Aye the new. Edinburgh, maybe. Wales. Maybe go to Cornwall. Maybe go to Skegness. Maybe go somewhere else. Go to... maybe go to... you've got to go and give your stepmom a bath. Okay. Her name is Jenny Sue. Okay. By Gajira. Helen, do you have... oh dear. Weymouth. Weymouth I could go to, yeah. That's near Bournemouth, isn't it? Weymouth. You said Cornwall weren't your thing. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Cornwall, it's quite a long drive, isn't it? It's quite a long drive. Cornwall would be nice for you. I know I could have gone the other week with Kirsty, but I didn't. I turned it down. I was being a bit sad. Never mind. Should have gone. Mind you, saying that though, it's a good job I didn't go, because that's when the water leak started, just before you went away, Kirsty. So I could have come back to a flooded house or a massive water bill or something. So I think I'm glad I didn't go now. It must have been fate. I must have known something was going to happen, and it happened. It happened Thursday night. Friday early hours the leak started, because I heard this hissing noise before I went to bed. I think I did a live on the Thursday. And just before I went to bed, I heard this hissing noise. And I thought it was the fridge freezer. And I thought, that sounds a bit strange. That can't be the fridge freezer. And then I realised there was water pissing out of a pipe somewhere. So rather than trying to work out what it was at 1 in the morning, I thought, bugger this. I went outside and just turned the meter off. And then the next day started investigating. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. It's getting a bit boring. My hometown, Weymouth, next to Bournemouth. Do you know Cole's Place, DJ Vex? Cole's Place lives in Bournemouth. I don't know if you subscribe to his channel. You would come to yours, but you don't want to get wet. No, you don't want to get covered in water. That's it. You don't want a water fountain. Ah dear. Might have been Scary Cat. What's that? Might have been Stary Cat. What do you mean, Stary Cat? Well, I didn't snub you. I didn't go because I had this water leak. I suppose I could have just turned the meter off and gone, oh well, and just... well, the reason why I say that is because I would have gone before the leak started. I would have gone up to yours, wouldn't I? On the Thursday night, and you was going Friday in the early hours. So what I'm trying to say is, if I'd have done that, I could have come back to a flooded house. So, like I said, I must have sensed something was going to happen, but I couldn't work out what it was, and then it was a water leak. So I'm glad I didn't go now, but if I hadn't have had the water leak, then I probably would have driven along the next day or something. You didn't even know you had the leak at that point. Hello, Helen Casey. How you doing? Long time no see. So have you been on holiday recently, Helen? Do you watch other YouTubers of Tenerife still? Yeah, I remember. Steve remembers you, Helen. Need to go. Got to get up soon. See you guys. Bye, DJ Vix. See you another time. Thanks for coming on. Jeremy Fong. Steve, he took my spanner away. I took a lot of people's spanner away, Helen. It wasn't just you. It is I had trouble, didn't I, with trolls and all that. So someone that had a spanner was being naughty. So I ended up deleting everyone's spanner and had to start again. Um, that's what you have to do sometimes. Well, I'll probably give you a spanner back soon, Helen. So I haven't seen JJ on here for a while. JJ used to come on here, didn't he? Has anyone seen JJ lately on anyone's YouTube channel? Uh, I know Sarah Child. Sarah Child says she's not on YouTube at the moment. She's not sort of coming on people's lives. She might watch in the background. Maybe she's having a little break. Why are you not reading my messages? No, not seen him. No, Tracy doesn't come on here. I've banned her because she was causing a lot of problems on here. So can't have her on here, I'm afraid. But I know she goes on other channels. Some people say try taking a break because YouTube is an addiction. Yes, YouTube can be very addictive. You can end up being totally devoted to YouTube and not do other things that you're meant to do. My daughter says that a lot. I put YouTube first over seeing my family. Yes, I have done that. I have done that. It's a bit bad, I admit, but that's what I mean. You get addicted to it. But I have cut down now. But yeah, you got to have some time for your family and friends and doing other things like paperwork and sorting your bills out and looking after yourself, you know, like your health, what you eat and your appearance and things like that. Otherwise, if you don't, you know, if you're just going out vlogging every day and just doing YouTube and nothing else, you know, you're going to end up losing friends and falling out with your family, and you're not going to look very nice. And you know, it's easy to go off the rails go downhill. Hello, Samantha. Hi. Where you from, Samantha? It's all about being organised, isn't it? At the end of the day, you've got to be organised. You've got to have. Some people have like set routines, don't they? They have a life. They like to do certain things every week, like they do their shopping on a certain day, or they'll do their washing on a certain day, or they see certain people every week, certain days. It's all about planning, isn't it? Got to plan ahead all the time. I find it's very difficult to plan. Not very organised. I used to be very organised. I used to be quite good at it all, but I don't know. I seem to have gone downhill a bit lately with being organised. So I've turned into like a spontaneous person. You sort of just get up, wake up one day or each day, and you just think, "Oh, I'm going to do this today. Oh, I'm going to do that today." You know, you don't. Maybe it's because I don't work that's affected me. When I used to work, you're in a routine, aren't you? Like you'll have a 9 to 5 job, or you'll have a job where it's like shift work, like 6 days on, 3 off, or something, or you might work you might only work Monday to Friday and have the weekends off. You know, it's all different shifts, aren't there? All different hours people work. Some people work nights, don't they? Some people have to work a night every so often. Um, when I had my Gatwick job, it used to be 6 on, 3 off, and I had to work 6:30 to 2:30 for 3 days, and then 3 days was mornings, and 3 days was afternoon till the evening, and then the last day that you worked every month, you had to work a night, or every 4 weeks you had to do a night shift, which was 9:30 till 5:30. And what was happening is a lot of people hated working nights, and the company started allowing people to swap shifts, so you could, if you didn't want to do a night, you would ask someone that likes doing nights. Oh, do you want to do my night for me, and I'll do one of your days, and then you'd get a form and sign it, get it signed by the supervisor, and it would get swapped. Your shifts would both get swapped. I used to do a few nights for people. I tried doing more nights for a little while, but I found it just messed me up. Just couldn't handle it in the end. It was easy work, you know. There's not much to do, but when you're going to sleep at 6:30 in the morning and you to about 2:30, 3 in the afternoon, and it's like the day's gone. It's like weird. I never get a full night's sleep. I haven't done for ages, Steve H says. Robert Greenspan has what? Has Greta's boat sunk yet? I don't know. Got anything else depressing to talk about? I'm sure we could find more depressing things. Do a quick game. Come on. Stig said hi. Hello. Steve, to be honest, I don't have a good sleep pattern either. Yes, it's annoying, isn't it, when you can't sleep? You know, you go to bed and you try to go to sleep and you can't, and You might wake up halfway through the night. Oh. And then you can't go back to sleep for like 3-4 hours or not even at all. I've had that. Yeah, that's a pain. I must admit it's been happening quite a lot lately. The last few weeks I've been waking up at 3:30 and 5:30 every day. That is weird. Sometimes it's what you eat though, isn't it? If you eat certain foods, it's harder to go to sleep. I've noticed that. If you have like a can of Coke in the evening or a coffee or something, or even a cup of tea, I find it difficult to go to sleep. It's to do with the caffeine, isn't it? Or all the sugar. Or even some cider. I've drunk cider before and I can't go to sleep when I drink that. Some beers can't go to sleep if I have certain beers. If you eat late, that doesn't help. It's all about how you eat as well, isn't it? If you've had a lazy day where you haven't done a lot, like if you haven't been walking around or if you haven't done any work, you find if you've been sitting around a lot in your house, you've got all this energy, because you've got all this energy because your body hasn't been burning off your calories or whatever, you find you can't, when you go to sleep, you can't go to sleep. That's quite a common thing, isn't it? My demon is coffee, Stig says. Anything to do with vaccines. Coffee or tea doesn't affect me like that. I've got to be the only person on earth it doesn't affect me. Well, at least I don't think it does, Pink Candy says. Stig says, my sleeping pattern since COVID has been terrible. Sam wants to play cards. I'm not playing cards. I'm going to end this live in a minute. Just do an hour live and that's it. I mean, what day is it today? It's only Monday, so we could possibly do a live tomorrow night. Play cards. I fancy doing a bit of the old Connect 4. Who fancies a game of Connect 4 tomorrow? Are you up for that? I haven't played Connect 4 for ages. We used to do that every week, didn't we? Twice a week. That's sort of gone out the window at the moment. Lack of exercise probably doesn't help. Yes, that's what I mean. If you don't burn any calories, then your body's too active to go to sleep. Stig has subscribed. Thank you. Do it now. Do what now? What, some exercise? Should we do a workout at 12:30? Up and down, up and down. Hands up, baby, hands up. To the left. To the right. Oh dear. 6 miles a day. 5 people want to play cards. Oh, I don't want to play cards now. No, please. We'll do it tomorrow. Connect 4. Well, that'd take about 10 minutes to set up because it's broken. We have to use bits of cardboard and different boxes piled up on one side to the other because it's not straight. I keep meaning to go and buy another one. I'm sure I can get another one. See, I'm drinking this Tango. That's probably going to keep me awake all night. Exercise for night owls. Been doing lots of weights. That's helping my sleeping pattern. You walk 6 miles a day, Stig. That's a good idea. Yeah, if you go for a walk every day, that's quite good for you, isn't it? 1 or 2 miles a day. 3 miles maybe. I do that occasionally. It does wear me out. I must admit I do sleep well if I've gone for a walk. Yeah. Going to a gym, I suppose, would wear you out, wouldn't it? Working hard all day, that makes you sleep well, doesn't it? Well, like I say, I've been doing quite a lot of work trying to find this leak lately, so that's made me very tired, and I've been sleeping sort of all right, but some nights I wake up early in the morning or in the middle of the night, and it's like I want to get up and start working straight away. It's like my brain's too active. It's got so used to working. It's like, oh, I don't want to sleep. I want to work. Come on, what are you doing, you lazy bugger? Get up and do some work. Handle walkie-talkie app. Exercise for night owls. You should walk with a weighted rucksack or weights vest. It will do you the world of good. Will it? Never tried that. Watch the Cupid Shuffle on YouTube and dance to that for us. Do it now. I can't do that now, Steve. We'll do that another day. I need to prepare myself for that. The Cupid Shuffle. And when do you do that? When do I do what? What? Go for a walk? Do exercise? Work? It's easy. The Cupid Shuffle. Well, we'll do that another day, shall we? I need to watch that first. Well, I haven't got my telly. My telly's disconnected at the moment, so I can't watch it at the moment. Walk to the fridge. Yeah. Well, I've learnt drinking lots of beers is not good for you, so I need to cut down drinking beers. Maybe when I'm on holiday, I go have beers, but I can't keep drinking beers every day. That's not good for you. No, I think that's been affecting my sleep a lot lately. I've been drinking, I know it's not a lot, but 2 or 3 cans every day in the evening is can make you put on weight, and it can affect your sleeping. Walk to the fridge, walk to the loo. At least watch it. Only do 1 can of piss a day. Well, I've been drinking quite a lot of beer lately, so I've been drinking loads of these fizzy drinks as well. Blimey, I've gone through the amount of cans of these drinks I've been drinking in the day, like Tango and Pepsi Max and 7-Up and Coke. When you're working, you get dehydrated very quick, don't you? And you're desperate for that drink. Can only do 1 can a day. Some days, yes, I can only do 1 day. Another day I could do 3 or 4. Steve H has an addiction for Pepsi Max. I must admit, I'm not keen on Diet Coke and Coke Zero. I don't like drinking them because they got a lot of chemicals in them. I prefer the original stuff. I know it's got a lot of sugar in it, but it tastes better drinking that than the other ones. I just think they're rubbish. They're rubbish. What's the point? It's like just drinking crap. Yeah, certain beers are crap. I'm learning which beers are crap and which ones are decent. Pepsi Max, I must admit, Pepsi Max. Yeah, I've had quite a few Pepsi Maxes. They get a bit addictive, don't they? Right, so how are we doing then? We've been live an hour now, so it's nearly half midnight. So I think I'm going to call it a day now, guys. I need to go to bed now and get up early in the morning and try and get this part that I need and try and finish off the leak problem. Did you know, Pink says, if you do exercise, you burn the fat in your sleep. That's why you need a good sleep pattern if people want to lose weight. What part is ideas? Eh? That's you. Was the pipe all lead? No, it was copper. The pipe fitted in my house was copper. 15mm copper pipe all the way from the meter to the stopcock. And I've got the actual bit of pipe where it was damaged. If you hang on a minute, I'll show you it. Shall I show you it? Wait there a minute. I'll show you. I've cut it out. I cut it out earlier. I'll show you where it went. Ta-da! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Vlogger has found the leak. Right, so we've got a bit of a bendy bit of copper pipe there. And if you look there, you can see it's all bit broke at the end there. It's all a bit greeny and all different colours. It's got some funny stuff on it here. Sam's going now. And this is the bit that was going through the wall. This got crushed by a boulder, a big concrete brick. So it was pushing down on that, making the pipe very thin. And then this bit of pipe was obviously joined. It was joined like that. There you go. That's where it was joined, that bit there. If you can, oh, you can't see that there's like a break there. There's a split there, and I'm trying to keep it in line where it was. Hang on a minute. Oh, I had it just now. Well, I twisted it anyway. It was going through the brick, 2 bricks in the wall. So it obviously split somewhere. The pipe split somewhere here. There we go. There's the join. It probably split there, that side, or that bit there's where I've wiggled it out the wall. So the crack was probably there. Can you see that? So that bloody split. Corrosion over a period of time. So this pipe's about 60 years old. It might have been replaced before, I reckon, but it's done well for 50, 60 years if it was the original copper pipe. See, look, you can see it joins there, doesn't it? That's where it split, and that's where it was pissing out water. I cut that out earlier, tea time, and I thought I was going to finish the job, but the pipe I put in ain't long enough, so I've got to go and buy. I need about a metre and a half bit of pipe. The pipe I put in was only like 10 inches. It wasn't long enough. So, what do you smoke with it? I don't know. You could probably smoke stuff with it if you wanted to. A nail hole. No, there wasn't a nail in there. I think the pipe had been rubbing against a brick, the side of a brick, a cut brick. So if you imagine like a little square hole where someone's cut a hole to push the pipe through, the hole was like that, and then the pipe wasn't in the middle, it was like it was on the side. So maybe when you turn the tap on and off, it vibrated and moved a bit like that or something, and every time it's hit the brick, and over a period of time it's obviously eaten into the copper, hasn't it? Right, I think I'm going to call it a day now, guys. If you must join, you need a 1/2 inch. Yeah, I've got the couplers. In fact, I'm going to use these things. It's the JG Speedfit coupler. You basically open it up, you put an insert in the pipe, the plastic or the copper, and then you just push it in, you tighten it up one side, and then you push the other pipe in, you tighten it up. It's like a quick fit. Speed fit, they call them. They're very good, these connectors. I've used them quite a few times now. You can get the push fit copper ones, but I find with them they're not as good. And I certainly don't solder connections. I don't do that. It's too time consuming. So much easier just to use those push fit connectors. They never leak. They're solid. As long as you fit them properly, they're fine. The old copper bends real nice and don't kink like the modern stuff. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I was gonna get the blue pipe, seagulls, but I've decided I'm going to use the same pipe that I use for the central heating, which is this white plastic pipe. With those connections, the same company. JG. I mean, the central heating pipes have been underground in my house. It must be freezing cold in the winter. They've never split. They've never frozen. It says you can use them on hot and cold water systems in a house. They've done the central heating. I can't see them being a problem with the pipe. It's only it's going to be underground in the side and covered with a load of shingle, so this shouldn't freeze up. I wouldn't use that, Steve H says. Shouldn't use that in the ground, Seagulls. Well, it's not in the ground, is it? It's literally, there's like a gap. It's come out of the pebbles, and then it's going straight in the brickwork into the underneath the kitchen. So I think it'd be all right. If I bugger it up, then I've done it wrong, and I'll have to change it to the blue pipe. But I can't see that being any problem, because they do. Well, I've looked into it. They do 3 different types of pipe. They use the standard plastic pipe, but they use another one that's thicker. It's got like an extra layer around it. I think it's called a barrier pipe. And I was looking in the old Toolstation catalogue. You can buy 3 meters for $5.88. So you can't really moan at that, can you? That's ample bit of pipe. What I need, I only need about a meter. So I'll have a couple of spare meters left, won't I? For with those connectors, they're fine. Concrete eventually eats copper. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why. I mean, if that plastic's going through the water from the drains or the sewers, plastic doesn't corrode as quick as copper, does it? So it should be all right. It should be all right. If it buggers up, then I'll have to change it later. But as long as it works for now. N-Feed solder fittings. And how much he loves Oasis. Well, if it leaks again, it's you back out digging. Well, I'm going to make sure the bit where the leak is, if when I do put it all back, I'm going to do it where it's easier to take apart if the leak happened again. If you know what I mean. Yeah. I might even put like I might put something round the pipe anyway before I put all the I've got to put like steps back and all the shingle back in the ground. So I've got a few old socks. I might just wrap them round the pipe, and so that protects it a bit. You know, if it's got a bit of insulation, something going around the pipe, it's going to make it harder to freeze up, isn't it? Do I like Oasis? I do. Kirsty does. The fitting is not for underground. Copper will be fine if you solder it. Barrier pipe is to help prevent mice chewing through it. Listen to Steve. Copper. Yeah, I mean, copper, whoever done it in the first place has put copper in it, and it's lasted the probably all the time the house has been here. So I noticed they put some big bricks on top of the pipe, like a V-shaped bricks. They put like about 3 bricks with some concrete on the top of them to build like a little channel, like a little I don't know what you call it, like a line, and then they put all the shingle on top, so the pipe was sort of protected. But I don't know how it snapped. The pipe must have been moving gradually to the left and rubbing against the brick to split. That's the only thing I can see. That's maybe if they'd have put like a bit of plastic or rubber around the something that wouldn't perish. If they'd have put something round the pipe, if it did hit the brick, it wouldn't have cut it, would it? So maybe I might do that if it's near the brick again. Try and do it where it's going to be harder for it to break. Tell me how you will feel when it leaks in the middle of winter. I don't know. I don't think it will leak, Steve. I think it'll be all right. No trust in my work, LOL. Oh dear. I have roaches crawling on the wall. No, I don't. There's no bugs in here. Well, you might get the odd little spider. That's about it. I don't mind little spiders. Hello, Elvis. Am I eating fish and chips? Not now. I know you want to do it cheaper and faster, but use the proper pipe and sleeve it. 22mm copy would be good for a sleeve. Oh, right, yeah, a sleeve, yeah, going through the brick. Yeah, I know what you mean, Steve, yeah. That's what you're meant to do with gas pipes, isn't it? When they go through a wall. Because the guy that done my, fitted my gas boiler about 6 years ago was a cowboy, because he just put the pipe through the wall and didn't put a sleeve round the pipe. And if you're Corgi registered, you're meant to do that, apparently, because I've got the guy from the gas safety people come to check my house, the installation, and they found about 12 faults. 12 faults with the installation, so he had to come back and correct all the faults. Otherwise, he was going to get a fine, or he would have been at risk of losing his Corgi gas safety certificate, registration, if you know what I mean. I think the idea of the sleeve is if a stone fell down from the top of the house, a bit of rubble, and it hit the pipe, if it's got the sleeve on, it's extra protection for the other pipe, isn't it? So I see what you're saying there, Steve. That's quite a good idea, actually. Yeah, I might do that. I might yeah, I might put a bit of extra pipe through the wall, actually. Good idea. Good idea, Steve H. Yes, because that could happen, couldn't it? If I had a plastic pipe, or 15 mil or whatever, 22 mil, just a normal pipe going through the wall with no sleeving, if a bit of rubble fell down between the two bricks, the inner and outer brick wall, again, yes, that could damage the pipe. Good thinking, Steve H. I used to be Corgi registered, but it changed to gas safe. That's it, gas safe. My mate saw him in the 90s, and they kept talking off stage, not giving a toss about their fans. Wouldn't waste a penny on them. I am a plumber, so you know. Okay, Steve H, fair enough. We're all talking about pipes. I don't even know how to change a fuse and a plug, Pink Candy says. Did they not teach you that at school, Pink Candy? They taught me that at school, how to change a fuse and a plug. In science, I think we did it. Mind you, when I used to go to school, everything when you used to buy it, it didn't come with a plug on it. You had to go and buy a plug separately and fit it on yourself. Who remembers that? But now everything comes with a plug standard, doesn't it? Fitted. I do. I have listened, Steve. Don't worry. No, they didn't, Johnny. Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing lots of plugs fitted, the wires, and the wires would be coming out of the plug, and people didn't cut them the right length, and they didn't use the cord grip bit at the bottom of the plug with the two little screws at the bottom. That was designed to hold the insulation bit of the wiring. So it was like a little clamp, wasn't it, at the bottom of the plug with a screw each side, and you tighten that up to grip the cord, and then the extra wires, blue left for neutral and brown right for the live with the fuse, and then some had an earth, the green and yellow, that went to the top one in the middle. Who used to put a coat hanger in the back of the TV back in the day? I've used... yeah, I've used a coat hanger. I'll put my hands up to that, yeah. I think I used a coat hanger as a CB aerial as well. What about putting 50p in the back box to watch telly? I remember my first flat I had. It was a bedsit flat in Brighton with one of my ex-partners, and we moved in there, and it was £50 a week, and it had you had to put 50p in the meter for the electric. You had to have a load of 50p's, and obviously it only lasted so long, and then you have to put another one in. That was a right pain, because if you run out of 50p's, you know, you go, oh bloody hell, we got no electric. Oh bloody hell, you got 50p? No, we haven't. Oh, I'd have to go to the shop. Do you know what I mean? It's just a nightmare. How do you install a curtain rail? Well, normally they're 3 bits, don't they? You've got the left bit, the right bit, and the middle bit. So you normally drill the holes in the side of the wall, don't you? Sometimes you have to drill them on the lintel. Just got to make sure you drill it in the right place. You get the right length curtain rail. You can get adjustable curtain rail one, so you just normally fit the brackets, and then you hook the pole on top and screw it in to stop it moving, don't you? Well, you put the curtains on. You put the curtains on before you tighten up the pole. That's it. £50 a week for a bedsit was expensive. My first flat was £190 a month. Blimey. Okay. Mind you, that... what year was that? Blimey. God, that must have been 1990. That was £50 a week. You wouldn't get that now, would you? £50 a week. Probably £1,000 a month now for a bed sit. Right. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Yeah, it's 10 to 1 in the morning, so enough talking about leaks and DIY and plugs and curtains. We'll have to talk about all this another time. Anyway, I hope you found it interesting, this live. I hope it didn't bore you too much. My flat was 1994. I remember, quickly before I go, yeah, I remember I had a job and my wages was only $250 a week. And I had to rent a two-bedroom flat I moved to from the £50 one, and it was £100 a week. And I only stayed there about 2 months, 3 months, and I said to the landlord, I can't afford this. It's £100 a week. It's half my wages. I've got to pay bills and shopping, and I've got kids and that, and I just had to move out. I couldn't handle it because I didn't have enough money coming in. It just shows you the how prices have gone up, though. See you, Johnny. Dave Biggin, New Biggin says, okay. Anyway, good night, everyone. Yeah, ring me up if you got a leak. That's it. Right, I'll see you guys another time. Maybe tomorrow night we'll do a live. Yeah, I'll do it earlier as well. Start earlier, but maybe about 8, 9 o'clock. No, I don't know. Maybe about 9 o'clock we'll do a live. We'll try and do some card games and Connect 4, yeah? 118 Johnny Plumber. Right, okay. Until next time, it's good night. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you like this live. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Johnny Vlogger UK. We've had a few new viewers. Thanks for all the regulars coming on. Right, I'll see you next time. Good night. Oh, have a good day tomorrow. Bye. Good night. Au revoir.